Alright, everybody, welcome back to CWRL's Fight Night at the Freedom Factory. I am your host, the Geek Guru 1986. Glad to have you along with us. Just finished up the third matchup of round one, which saw the Candymen prevail against Hello Newman with a score of 12-3. It was very low scoring, very mild action, unfortunately, but still a solid round for the Candymen as they attempt to recover from their fall from grace at the Slinger Showdown, which saw the Legion of Supermen take over the show, really. And now we are all set for Boogity Boogity Racing to take on Chasing the Elliots in this final first round matchup. So that we just need to set up the lineup and get underway here for you. And I appreciate everyone that checks this out. You can see replays of any of the events on YouTube. I upload the videos up to there. Of course, you watch me make them live here. And I thank anyone who sticks with me through the segment making and everything else that goes on when it comes to making this production, or sometimes the stuttering or the frame drops that seem to occur whenever Microsoft decides to, update Windows once again with something funky. I appreciate you all sticking with it through everything that's happened, and hopefully things will smooth out as we go along and continue to smooth out. And this will be a hobby, something interesting we can enjoy. And after the main event here, I'm going to have a special announcement for all CWRL fans. So stay tuned to the end of the event there, because I'll be making an interesting announcement. We're going to be expanding a little bit and doing some newer and interesting things here. And let's take a look at the lineup here. I've been yakking long enough. So Boogity Boogity Racing starts on pole with Chasing the Elliots on the outside pole there. So not the best spot for them. You can see the Wreckers cars starting in the second row there, not too far behind. But of course, the traffic jammers all the way in the back. Once again, we are all set to roll here for our next round. Well, for our final matchup of round one here. So let's go trackside and clear this wait time for the start sequence. Pace car begins to roll along here. As you can see, Boogity Boogity Racing gets the pole, albeit not the most advantageous spot. Now pace car is off, the green flag is out, and the final matchup of round one is underway. And you can see those wrecker cars getting in on the action and making it hard for the checker car Chasing the Elliott to get underway. You can see that Boogity Boogity Racing's checker car got a very good spot, continues to hold the lead, and will start scoring points for the team. Every lap a checker car leads is a point for the team. Every traffic jammer that checker car puts a lap down is 3 points for the team. Every wrecker car the checker car puts a lap down is 10 points for that team per lap. And of course, if you are able to lap the opponent checker car, that is 15 points per lap. And if you can lap your entire opponent's team as a whole and have your checker car be the race leader, then that will allow you to opt out. And when you opt out, instead of 25 victory points for winning the heat, you get 50 victory points for winning the heat and winning it early. Making quick work of your opponent is something we reward here. You can see battle for second here. The wrecker car for Boogity Boogity Racing takes that wingman position, the second spot away. as the checkers car for chasing the Elliots has their work cut out for them. Still trying to get back up to the leaders here. Makes a crossover move and a battle on the inside. Very, very close battle between this wrecker car and the checker car. As you can see, chasing the Elliots will hold on to that second spot for now, but leaves an opening for that wrecker car to take advantage of. And indeed, that advantage has been taken. See, chasing the Elliots, though, not giving up that fight, but eventually going to have to, as that outside line does not hold up well with being able to race on the inside line. Got to do a little more pinning down if you want to be able to accomplish that. Meanwhile, you can see the checker car for chasing the Elliots still trying to get that second spot. Not too far off the lead right now, with the wrecker car for chasing the Elliots now all the way back in the 8th position, trying to work his way back up through these traffic jammers, not doing a very good job of it, as he will fall to the final car on the lead lap now, the 10th position car, and become instantaneous prey for the checker car for Boogity Boogity Racing. So you can see the checker car continues to lead from the drop of the green flag. And now you can see that the checker car for chasing the Elliots has fallen prey to the wrecker car for Boogity Boogity Racing. Boogity Boogity Racing putting together quite a show so far. And now the checker car for chasing the Elliots falls back to the 7th position on the track. Gonna have to hope to make up those positions quickly, as we are down to 6:30 remaining in this final matchup of round 1. So you can see the wrecker car for chasing the Elliots not having a good showing here today, all the way back in the 10th position and about a third of a lap ahead of the leader. So you can see the leaders coming up on these traffic jammers and on this lap traffic not too long from now. So we got 6 minutes remaining. Boogity Boogity Racing having a good first round performance here so far, leading all of the laps thus far. But that wrecker car not too far behind could potentially be a spoiler to the fun, as he successfully took out the checker car for chasing the Elliott. 7th position is now gained 3 positions, working his way back into the top 4. But the wrecker car for chasing the Elliott still has a ways to go here. But it has made up a little bit of ground. But you can see the wrecker car not too far away from being put a lap down, as they are now within the same camera shot of each other. We are down to the final half of this first round matchup. Boogity Boogity Racing putting on a solid performance here so far, leading every lap from the drop of the green flag, working lap 23 now, and subsequently their 23rd point, and about to gain 10 more points as they hope to lap this wrecker car for chasing the Elliots, who's not been able to keep pace with the leaders. Wrecker car for Boogity Boogity Racing currently playing the wingman position in 2nd spot. Meanwhile, taking a look at the checker car for chasing the Elliots, I believe he has caught back up into the 4th position here, trying to pass the final traffic jammer, who's about a third of a lap ahead, take that 3rd position away and start making ground on the leaders. Has a long way to go, though, and not a lot of odds in their favor for it happening right now. Boogity Boogity Racing continues to lead the way here with their checker cars. We're down to 3:30 remaining in this first round matchup. Boogity Boogity Racing once held the point lead, I believe, at our prior fight night last week. So not that long ago, as early as last week, they came into this. No, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago. Oh no, no, it was up to round 6 that they held the points lead, and then they lost it to the Candymen. Forgive me, I had to go through my notes here, and now trying to make a bit of a comeback here. If they have a good performance, there's a very good chance they would be able to overcome the Candymen for third in points. Well, you can see that there is a congestion of traffic jammers here as the checkers car for Boogity Boogity Racing scores 3 points with that traffic jammer. You can see the wrecker car for chasing the Elliots has kicked it into gear, working his way up through these traffic jammers, taking the 6th position away, now working his way for 5th here. So we go into turns 3 and 4. He will clear that car, take the 5th spot away. Now has a lot of clean air between him and the next traffic jammer that he has to pass to get back up into the top 4. Well, you can see the leader's not far behind this pack still, as the wrecker see the checkers car for Boogity Boogity Racing has fallen off the pace quite a bit, got caught up with those traffic jammers, and thus lost that lead position. You can see traffic jammer for Boogity Boogity Racing currently in 3rd, having a good show of it right now. See the checkers car for chasing the Elliott currently in 4th, with the wrecker car for Boogity Boogity Racing not too far behind them, working his way past this traffic jammer here. So we're down to the final 50 seconds. Going to switch it up to chopper view. Very good position Boogity Boogity Racing put themselves in, but unfortunately, with the way things are looking, they will deny themselves 25 victory points. They could have gone in with a huge advantage over the Candymen in round 2. Down to 20 seconds remaining, as we will be 2 to go at the line. Time will expire on the next lap. Working turns 3 and 4. And you can see that checkers car for Boogity Boogity, or for the Candy, or for chasing the Elliots, fell a lap down to the leader. Time has expired here, so the next lap will be the final lap. And there it is. One more lap to go here. Boogity Boogity Racing, a lock for the next round, having led most of the laps from the drop of the green flag. That'll do it there. As you can see, the checkers car for chasing the Elliots down a lap, but not down a lap to the checkers car for Boogity Boogity Racing. So there will be no points there. Meanwhile, you can see no points scored for the checker car of Boogity Boogity Racing. And no points scored for chasing the Elliots at all. So the only points scored were laps here in this matchup. So we go to look and see how many points Boogity Boogity Racing scored. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . amazing performance by that wrecker car, but they don't score the points for the team. They scored 32 points here on the round, having led from the drop of the green flag. So Boogity Boogity Racing will go into the next round with 32 points and a 20-point advantage over the Candymen. Meanwhile, chasing the Elliots tried their hardest, but the 4 traffic jam qualifiers here did not do well, all of them going home. Chasing the Elliots with just 10 points, as any team eliminated will receive 10 additional pity points as they were. So with round 1 being complete, coming up next, we begin round 2, which will feature first the Legion of Supermen taking on the Intimidators, and next the Candymen facing Boogity Boogity Racing. Should be interesting to see the top 4 battle it out for supremacy here at Fight Night. So stay with us. More action to come in just a few moments. We'll be right back.